One of the main challenges when being a beginning practitioner. One of the main challenges that arises when you are a beginner in meditation is the challenge of consistency. Consistency, we are told, across so many different habits is key to forming a good habit and creating like a healthier, transformative path for yourself. When I started doing meditation training, one of the most kind of transformative things that I learned in the process was how the teacher deconstructed consistency. The meditation teacher gave us the homework to meditate, but it wasn't to meditate for a long period of time or any specific amount of time. His only ask was that every time we meditate, we log it in a Google Sheet, what day we meditated and how many minutes. And it didn't matter if it was 2 minutes or if it was 2 hours. The most important thing he wanted us to do was to do it as often as possible. So to sneak in a 2-minute meditation during the day, or in between a break, maybe throw in a 5-minute or 7-minute meditation. The importance to him was the frequency and not the duration or having it be the same length of time every time we sat down to meditate. And what I really realized and took away from that experience was to not be so precious about meditation. 3 things are happening when we usually start a new habit. The first thing is you're establishing a brand new behavior, in this case, meditation. The second thing is that we are trying to create a very structured cadence in which we do it. For example, with meditation, if it's daily, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, it's usually a very structured, very strict kind of timeline and box that we're trying to put it in, or if it's workout 5 times a week. And then the third thing is this overall pressure that we put on ourselves that if we do this new habit and this new behavior in this particular structured cadence amount of times, we will reach a certain outcome. We will be happier. We will find more health or vitality in our lives. And so those 3 things can hinder us a lot into failing and self-sabotaging a lot of the ways. And so what I thought was so beautiful was the teacher being very strategic in a non-stressful way about like, hey, it doesn't matter how many times you meditate as much as you can throughout the day and log it every single time. And so this really taught, I think, a lot of the students in the class to be less precious about meditation and to know that it's really about just getting comfortable in sitting down and into the meditation seat. So being less worried about making sure you're getting it perfect every single time, and flexibility is truly the key to consistency. And this act of just doing a Google form every single time, putting the date, I meditated for 2 minutes today, and then a few hours later saying, hey, I meditated for 3 minutes. It really took away this pressure of perfection and to check a certain box. It made it more fluid and rhythmic in an everyday life. I think his goal was just to make meditation feel less stressful, feel like less pressure, and make it an integral part of your daily routine. So I really recommend, if you're a beginner, to do the same thing. You could do this either in a Google form if you want, or have it in a journal, but every single time you meditate, just focus on not even the quality or the length of the meditation, but focus on the amount of times you can get your butt in the meditative seat and make it more consistent in that regard. Focus on flexibility with the new behavior and it will feel more natural. It will feel more part of your everyday life and something that ends up turning into something that you just do without all these attached ideas and notion of what success or outcomes look like if you get to that behavior in a perfect structured way. I hope this helps.